I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with my series Blues Solos with Comping. I will be performing blues solo with comping in the key of A number 3. Then I will break it down for you. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's go ahead and break down blues solo with comping in the key of A number 3. We'll be using both A major and minor pentatonics in this exercise. Let's go ahead and look at the fingering at the 5th fret. Here's A major pentatonic. Here's A minor pentatonic. I'm going to break down this 12-bar blues into 3 4-bar phrases. Let's go ahead and start with the first phrase. The lick sounds like this. Notice how I'm using this minor third in my lick, so I'm right off the bat mixing minor and major pentatonic. The rest of the notes are in major pentatonic. This lick is what I would term as the call lick for call and response phrasing. That's sort of like the question. The answer lick is coming up here in just a sec, but I've got to cover the comping because after the first lick, we have the comping, which is an A6th chord. Looks like this: root, major third, 6th, and root on top. And we're going to take this chord, move it down a half step, and back, just for a little motion. Here we go from the top again. Now we'll be playing the answer or response lick, and it sounds pretty much like the call lick, except it ends on a low A instead of the high A. We'll follow this lick with, which is our A6th chord, moved down chromatically to the 3rd fret. Now, a lot of my students ask me, why is this not now a G6th chord? Well, it could be a G6th chord if the bass was playing a G. However, on our track, the bass is playing an A. So against an A bass note, this chord now becomes an A9th chord. So against A, we have flatted 7, 2, which is the same as a 9th, a 5th, and a flatted 7. So we started off with an A6th, moved down chromatically, and it became an A9th. And this really helps to set up our 4 chord, which is coming up in the next phrase. Let's hear the full first phrase. The next lick leads into our D7th chord change. The fingering is primarily major pentatonic with the exception of the first bend that's bending into the A minor pentatonic. Here I'm bending a B note towards a C note, and the C is part of minor pentatonic. The C note is also part of a D7th chord, which is where we're headed here. Here's the lick. I'm going to follow that lick with comping for D. I'm using an abbreviated D9th chord here. Here's the full chord. Here's the partial chord. Down half step and back. This lick is the call part of our call and response. So the response or the answer is. Notice that I ended the lick differently this time. The note I ended on is an E, and that happens to be the 5th of our A7th chord. This is because I've headed back to an A7th harmony at this point. After, I'm going to go back to comping for A. So I used my descending A sixth chord down to where it became an A ninth chord. Let's hear the full second phrase. In our third phrase, we're starting off with a mixed pentatonic lick. Notice I'm using both the major and minor third in the lick. And I'm ending the lick on an E note. This is because I'm headed to an E chord at this point. And after the lick, I will be playing my descending ninth chords. And then a major pentatonic lick that's headed back to A. Then to an A sixth chord. Then to an F ninth chord. Then to an E ninth chord. Then ending on my A ninth. Let's hear the last phrase. Well, that wraps it up for Blues Solo with Comping in the Key of A number 2. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.